Hey, how's it going in this video? I'm going to be taking a look at Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, and what this company does or government body does in more detail. Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, is a regulatory body in the United Kingdom that oversees and regulates financial markets and financial services firms to ensure the integrity and stability of financial systems, as well as the idea behind it to protect consumers or people who are going to be using those products and services, and this body should be there to protect consumers, which is great. It's what they should be doing. So if there's something that happens and where consumers not necessarily had been protected. So this is government body, perhaps not performing up to that standard. 2 plus 2 equals 4, I guess. The FCA was established in 2013 and operates independently of the UK's government. So it operates independently of the UK government. So within a legal framework. Let's take a look at some of the FCA's responsibilities and powers. Let's take a look at those. In particular, I'm gonna the reason why I'm looking at those. I'm looking to understand a little bit better what would be required to set up a company and manage the company, whatever company that would be. Since most likely I'm going to be looking to perhaps establish my own company when it comes to finances and how I can potentially manage those. So it might be worth taking a look at or reaching out to some of those government bodies, and let's see how easy it is to do business with those government bodies. So far, it was very difficult depending on what institution I have reached out to most of the time, whereas very technical people. I find it very easy to do business with those people, where they would focus on hard data and facts. So those people, usually, it's very easy to do business with. But let's take a look at, or I'll try it, and perhaps I might be able to share some information what it's like to do business with FCA. But either way, let's take a look at some of the responsibilities and powers of this government body. One of the key responsibilities would be regulation of financial services. The FCA regulates a broad spectrum of financial services, including banking, insurance, investment, and or asset management, which is great. So potentially, this government body should offer some level of protection, I guess, when it comes to doing business. It sets enforcement rules and standards for these industries to protect people who are using the products and services, promote competition, and maintain stability and integrity of financial markets. So this is ideally what this company should at least look to achieve, target to achieve, right? I don't know. It's based on history. You can tell me if they succeeding so far and how they are doing and protecting people. Quick, but most of the people perhaps know that, but how come taxpayers have to bail out the banks, right? And now that I'm looking at top performing companies are banks, top 10 performing companies are banks, and for some reason, all the taxpayers had to bail out those companies, even if I'm not a professional, right? But let's call it Sherlock Holmes, right? And I'm doing investigation, right? Let's call it. I don't know, since we currently look at UK, right? So this is a government body that should protect consumers. So how come taxpayers had to bail out those companies, banking institutions, and now those banking institutions are top performing banking institutions in the UK? So I don't know. I don't know what this company is doing, and it has to carry any of the blame. And if so, if they're gonna take, perhaps those government institutions can do things right, if anything. Perhaps they can pay money back to taxpayers, which will be great, right? They could build more hospitals, support some of the social services, which would be great, I guess. So if it's something, right? So I have all solutions here, right? But either way, I have all solutions. Take a look at the next responsibility. There's going to be six in total. Consumer protection. One of the primary objectives of FCA is protect consumers' interests in financial markets. It does this by ensuring that financial products and services are transparent, fair, and market honestly. The FCA also handles complaints and enforces consumer rights in financial sectors. So they do handle complaints. I think recently was highlighted. I'm not entirely sure if this is an organization. That's what I'm looking to understand a little bit better when it comes to financial markets, and if this is gonna be the same organization, if not now in the future, and managing even marketing of blockchain projects, right? So if this is organization who are gonna manage rights of potential customers, consumers who are gonna be using services, perhaps that would be a reason why I would like to cover this subject. If anything, I don't know. Perhaps they changed the management at the time, right? So 2008 crisis or whatever. They have the change management. They have changed staff. It usually changing. Everything's changing. It's not the same people. I don't know. If anything, that's my own point of view. Market integrity. The FCA works to maintain the integrity and efficiency of financial markets by regulating market participants and preventing market abuse, such as insider trading and market manipulation. That's number three. Prudential regulations. In addition to its conduct of business role, the FCA also plays a role in prudential regulations for certain financial firms, ensuring that they have sufficient financial resources and risk management practices to remain stable and secure. So this is the information I managed to find. This is within the responsibilities of CA. So who has been funding this organization? So taxpayers are funding this organization in the first place. Yeah, to oversee if I'll try to reach out to this organization, see what I can find. I guess I don't know because it just it looks silly, but either way, it's just for some reason. Because so far, because of the banking crisis, right, and bailouts, so what was happening within UK with the taxpaying money, I don't know for who interest this company should look after and who interest this company is actually looking after. Number five, within responsibilities should be competition. The FCA aims to promote competition in the financial sector to benefit consumer. It encourages new entries to the market and ensures that existing firms do not engage in anti-competitive behavior. If anything, it should be within that. Let's take a look at how hard it is to enter some of those markets. If anything, that's what I'm looking to do, looking to understand. Usually, I would not necessarily receive a response. Well, most of those government institutions, you can do whatever you want. You can't get a response from them. Perhaps I haven't done it yet, but usually that's my experience. Reaching out to some of those organizations, I can drop so many different organization names, so many. But either way, let's take a look at next one. Number six, enforcement. The FCA has authority to investigate and take enforcement actions against firms or individuals who breach its rules or regulations. This can include imposing fines, revoking licenses, or taking legal action. So perhaps there's some kind of licenses, right, that any business would need to get, and usually that's one of the areas to where people can begin. Once you have or your business has a license, from there you can secure funding, you can start all of operations once you are complying business, right? So you can comply with all the local standards, all the regulations. So at least that should be your business should be interested in complying with all the legal framework, right? How easy or how hard it can be to work with some of those organizations, we will say. Well, let's take a look and reach out to those organizations and see how easy it can be. People out there who are interested in learning more, I have published a book, a game strategy. In this book, I'm sharing a lot of information with the people who like to learn more. In this book, I'm focusing on a number of different areas. I have If anything, there would be perhaps be different cycles. First cycle, perhaps doing homework, doing a lot of research, trying to understand a lot of factors about the business in which you would like to enter, what you would like to do in the first place. From there, that's the first cycle. If you perform this cycle, progress into actually taking action and starting your own business, launching a business, taking on the risk, right? From this cycle, if you were to find yourself and you actually have access to some resources or a lot of capital, like whatever case might be, right? And you are looking to invest in different businesses. So whatever cycle you might find yourself in, this book is covering a lot of information with the people who are looking to learn more. You can find it in the description below, as well as Top Retailers has this book. The FCA mission is to make financial markets work well for consumers and businesses while ensuring that they are transparent, fair, and resilient. It operates within the framework set out by UK's government and receives its funding from fee levied of the financial services industry. Oh, okay, so right, so it's not necessarily taxpayers. Oh, okay, so it's something that I myself I'm looking to understand, as well as I'm not sure if all information that I'm covering here, it's always changing, right? So you need to bring yourself up to date. Do not make any decisions based on the information that I'm sharing within this video. You might be interested in taking a look at current policies. That might be some information that I might have access to, might be out of date. So if you actually looking to do venture into setting up your banking institution or financial institution, you might want to bring your knowledge up to date and read most up to date policies. Whenever you are watching this video, might be not everything's moving and changing all the time. So some of those industries shifting very fast, as well as if I need to give you an example, right? What would be classified as security, right? This definition is changing, constantly moving, constantly changing. What's this classified as security, right? Even that constantly changing. So these policies are changing. Hopefully, not every quarter. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.